Hello, everyone. How are you? Nice to meet you. How are we doing? I know, I thought I wasn't coming as well, but we were knocking heads last night till 2 in the morning, literally, and it was about 120 degrees down on the docks, and young David couldn't make it, and he's gutted, so he apologises to everyone. But it was, at 4 o'clock, sort of 4 o'clock this morning, so I had about an hour's sleep, so there you go. How are we all? Good.
You actually died.
I died. Yeah, he got me. I got terrible heartburn. I mean, the thing was, the terrifying thing was, we got the scripts. They were shot as, they were given us as standalone episodes. So there was a very nervous phone call to John Stevens, our showrunner, and to Danny Cannon, saying, "Well, hang on a minute, you just killed Alfred Pennyworth." So I was a little nervous about that. Because, as you know, strange things happen in Gotham. Stranger things have happened in Gotham. But here I am. All is good. Now, the Lazarus pit, yeah, thank God for that pit. But, it'd be interesting to see if it changes him. We're looking forward to that. Yeah.
How was it for you as an actor to really dive in deep to such a visceral, chunk of material? Because it really showed the depths of how far Alfred could go.
It was a good question. It was a very big call, actually, initially, because when you read it, you think, would someone really do that? And it begs so many questions, doesn't it? It begs, what is this insane loyalty that he has to this boy, and what is the insane loyalty to this Bushido-like oath that he has with Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne? Why would he do this? And it's that propensity. I think the thing is, he's never been able to love, and I think that what you'll discover, I just found out what's going on in this season by my showrunner, and it's very exciting. But you find out that there was not a lot of love in Alfred's upbringing, and to be given the chance and the propensity to be able to love means that much to him, that he would give his life, which I think is rather beautiful. And I have to say, I without blowing my trumpet, but David Mazouz, unfortunately, like I said, is not here. I thought that's an Emmy-worthy performance, because what you didn't see was cut short, because they concertinaed 2 shows into one, was that they were going to do a sort of montage sequence of our whole entire relationship over the last 3 years, and what it meant, what Alfred actually does mean to him as he plunges his sword through him after he does it, and he has this sort of flashback, and it does actually bring him back. And I found it was extraordinary, being sort of 3 inches away from a young man's face, him going through that, and we did it 16 takes, and it was just incredible. So it was actually very emotional and very moving, and I thought sort of believable that he would give himself for that love for that boy, to bring him back. And I think the thing is, when we start season 4, it's 6 months later, and they are on the vigilante path, which is interesting. So we start to hit the stride which people were expecting us to be on day one, which was bizarre. The Alfred-Bruce relationship, which people were horrified originally about our relationship, but now you start to see the relationship that flowers into the one where they're stitching each other up, where they've got each other's back, and they start to work. But of course, with any relationship, you need to fall apart to get stronger. So that also happens, but I'm not at liberty to tell you anything else, because I might have to kill you all.
How many more fights are you potentially doing?
I hope a lot. I love doing it. My wife isn't too keen. I broke 2 ribs. I stabbed myself in an eye. I knocked a fingernail off. I chipped a fingernail, which was a nightmare. And no, but I love doing it. And the big one was when I fought this guy called Cupcake, who was actually correcting me on Twitter the other day. I called him, I was exaggerating. The thing of exaggerating. I said he was 270 pounds. I said he's 370 pounds. He's actually said, I'm 270 pounds. And but his stuntman was 280 pounds. So I had to fight. I fought them, and it was like I was wearing brown jodhpurs. I was like literally black and blue, like all of that. But my wife gets cross, but I love it. They all do. David loves it. Cameron loves it. It's a great thing about our show, because we have these twice now nominated stunt coordinators. They know our strengths. They play to our strengths. We have very little time for rehearsals, but it always looks very real and vicious. And that's what fights are. They're not these choreographed, beautiful things. They're really nasty, dirty things, and we get the chance to do it. And it's a great thing. Is also being Alfred Alfred being seen at a time when he was still physical. You know, people realise now that he was there to protect them. You know, which people weren't aware of to begin with.
A lot of people my age and older grew up with a very demure, proper, British butler, Alfred Pennyworth.
Maybe that's what happens after the Lazarus Pit. So I say, runner.
Will to kind of be the kick-ass Alfred.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, I've been thinking about this. I can't think of another Englishman that's in the superhero canon. That's it, full stop, really. But also seeing Alfred at a time that you may have seen a smattering of him in Earth 1, but he's got one leg, and we've got too many limps in our show anyway. But that's the nearest you really sort of get to him being the physical man that he was. And the question always has been on Bruno and John Stevens and Danny Cannon's is why was he there? And you will find out who Alfred is in this season. We were just talking about it. Yeah, it's and he was a very in season 1 there was a guy called Reggie who turned up, who served with him in the SAS, who stabs him. And he turns out, goes and he gets drunk and he goes, "Who are you? Alfie this, Alfie that. Yes, 3 bags full. Who are you? Who the hell are you? Do you know who you're sitting next to? Bruce, he's a killer." And I keep telling him to shut up and stuff like that. And he disappears, gets killed. But I find myself on the street again, and you'll see who my Alfred really is, and it ain't pretty. So I'm really looking forward to that trajectory. Yeah.
As an actor, you probably worked the most with David and also with Cameron. And as younger actors, what has it been like watching them grow and mature throughout the seasons?
That's the greatest thing about being an actor. My father, who's quite an eminent, who's a well-known actor in my country, it was that being an actor is ageless. I just like so lucky to land on my paddy paws to work with 2 such fine actors and fine people actually as David and Cameron. You've met them both. They are extraordinary people and they're equals, and I love them like my own. You know, I love David like my own. You know, I've got a son called Alfred, and he's virtually the same age, and I spend sadly more time with David than I do with my own son. Kind of heartbreaking, really. But to watch him grow and mature into this extraordinary person, but he always was. That was the great thing about him. It's no acting required. We fit together really easily, and I think that now really shows. I think our chemistry is palpable now, which is what it should be. I love that about Michael Goff and Keaton, the ease they had around them, each other.
As Alfred, you're naturally very protective of Bruce, but over the last few seasons, you're getting to the point where Alfred has to put Bruce into, or at least accept that Bruce is going into these dangerous situations. How does that internal conflict go?
Well, it's like, this is what I was saying earlier on. It's like the thing is, it's not a question of beat them or join them. It's a question of actually being part of someone's life and being a father of a son. If you tell them what to do and give them rigorous regimes, they're going to balk against it. I did. I was a nightmare when I was a kid. You have to find a way of being able to communicate. Now you're talking about someone who is a grandmaster chess player who's moving 15 moves ahead. You know, Alfred gives him a seed, a germination of an idea, but now he's thinking abstractly since he's being messed with the shaman. He's moving so fast that Alfred can't keep up. And then with the re-emergence of Ra's al Ghul and Gordon, the wannabe dad, I like to call him, is that you'll see this very intelligent, dark person be ripped apart. And we'll see what happens.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all. Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming.